Ooh, 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 ooh. Go, 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 go. It's your boy, it's your boy, it's your boy, the Insane Game Freak. No, I'm living my life. I'm feeling pristine. I'm just trying to be the Insane Game Freak. And I should have brushed my face or did some sort of grooming, but we never learn, do we? I love that anime that I didn't read or finish because I didn't give a damn. Also, I probably should have put that on silent so that my phone, oh, that my phone didn't ring in the distance all alone. Oh, God. But we wait till the boys and girls show up. So we throw it a go nuts. Everybody get grunked up. Oh, that's right. You can do playables on here now. We're not gonna do that. I'm just looking. Big back stream. Oh fuck. No, it's not a big back stream. We have returned to IRL streaming to a degree where we're just gonna shoot the shit and talk. What's up? The boom 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 boom. I'm back and I went with the boom boom get. But no, we're not doing big back. We're just talking. Particularly because I already ate and I don't need to put myself in that position because I've been fucking up. So we're drinking agua today. It's all about the agua. It's all about the agua. I have a topic to discuss, obviously, based on the title, but I'm trying to wait a little bit for people to kind of like slide in before we have like a real conversation, because we can't have real conversations with just two people. That's not true. You can have real conversations with anyone you want. Realistically, that's a conversation that needs to be had in itself. It's okay to have 2 or 3 friends. You don't need 20 of them bitches to change your life. You just need one person, and that can somehow justify your whole entire being. It's just up to you as an individual what you want to make of it all. But what's up, guys? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Like I said, this is going to be kind of a chill stream. We're going to have a discussion because I've been watching videos, obviously, on the whole Sony situation. And there was one video that I think came up by Razorfist that I thought was incredibly interesting. And in the video, he's talking about the situation, but he brings up, hey, what's up, Murky Male? Bro, Murky Male. Thank you for subbing. Dang, man, it's only been a few minutes. Bonjour, Karen Mac. McKelsey? McKexick? Fire in the hole. What was the message? This ain't hentai. Goki, relax, bro. We're having a conversation. Chill out. Oh, thank you for subscribing, guys. I prefer to have no friends. I trust in every trust issues. Hey, it's struggle out here. I'm 11. I can list 272 lives. Bro, you were not thick. I guess you swole as fuck. I almost said thick. Also, this stream, I could have swore I select the thing that said this stream is not for kids. Almost as if people lie on their motherfucking YouTube profiles. But, you know, don't worry. We all did it. Well, if you were old, I'll sub you and like. Thank you, guys. Hopefully everyone's doing cool tonight. We're going to just kind of talk about the Sony situation in the gaming industry. But I always appreciate people who pop in for these. Let's just talk. So anyways, one of the conversations and points that was brought up in Razorfist's video about the subject, but you know what they're trying to make you make for kids. Hey, yo, relax, Orion. I already saw the post on my server about the Persona 4 situation. Unfortunately, knew that was going to happen. It just means that when I play it, I'll be going back to Golden probably immediately after, or I'll be ignoring the dub almost completely. I'll be pulling a Donnie. And I don't want to do that, but I might have to do it. We'll see. Anyways, so Razorfist brought up a good point that obviously we had our first major gaming crash in the 1980s, and that's what kickstarted the whole Mario saving the gaming industry, which It's great. It's amazing. It's awesome. But the argument that Razorfist makes in his video is that we have a second gaming crash that no one either acknowledges or accepts as a gaming crash, which is the crash that happened in 2008. And the reason why people think it's in 2008 is because in 2008 is when we went through that terrible process of losing a ridiculous amount of studios. People were closing. Companies were doing all these crazy, weird things to maintain themselves. We got those weird reinventions of IPs that already exist. I love fried chicken. It makes me strong. Me neighbors. What is yeah, what is that, bro? I need to just play the game to see how I feel about the whole Yosuke changes. I'm also surprised that Yosuke's the character they wanted to change, but I get it. In 2026, some of his language would be considered problematic. Do I personally feel like he would have been problematic? No, but it's 2026, and we know what we like to do. We like to do things for the minorities. All right, let me chill out. But anyways, he mentions that there was a gaming crash in 2008, which is when we start losing a bunch of companies. There was a bunch of layoffs. Companies started going in completely different directions when it came to gaming and marketing, and the industry started taking cuts in random places. That's when online stopped being free and became paid for all companies. Well, I won't say all companies, but it began the paid cycle for gaming, right? And some of the argument that's being made in the video that I thought was interesting is that we never really recovered from that. And part of me thinks that's genuinely true. Because I would say the gaming industry never got better. Actually, and I guess that brings up a question for those in the chat. What generation was the peak of gaming? What was the generation where you felt like everybody was either doing well or you felt like gaming in terms of its quality was upper echelon? Are you that famous white guy? Never. I'm not famous.
The term upper echelon refers to the highest levels of command authority or rank within an organization such as a company, government, or society. It suggests a position of prestige or
Stop it.
status.
You ass. Gotta love when Google does that dumb shit. Google, stop listening. You fuck. I also have to be careful about that because my phone is also Google. So if I say it the wrong way, there's a problem that my phone will pick that up before the thing behind does. But stop listening. Turn your ears off. I don't fucking know. Anyways, so during the bit wars for me, but I'm older. No. Listen. We're gonna fucking fight. What makes it worse is what it's right now. It still has the definition of upper echelon on the fucking screen, so I'm a little pissed off right now. Anyways, what I was saying is, for those in the chat, what would be the peak of gaming for most people? What generation do you think was the best? And as weird as I hate to say it, in a lot of ways, I think it's still the PS3. I think the PS2 generally had good titles, but there's a lot of stuff in the PS3 generation, Xbox and Wii generation that I think was genre defining. So if I had to be honest with myself, it's probably the PS3, 360, Wii generation for titles. I don't know if I would say it necessarily. Stop listening, you fucker. This is why you don't trust the internet, bro. Gen 7, so what would that be? Gen 8 was, so what? GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox? Is that the one? And I guess, I don't know if you include Dreamcast with that, technically. I guess you wouldn't. Stop listening, you fucker. Sorry. It's gonna be a running joke the whole damn stream. There were so many games in every platform. No, I can see that. The reason why I even bring it up is because I think it's because everything a lot of these companies have done has been to also the PS3 and 360 era. Okay, got you. That would probably be what I would say is the peak, even though that era has definitely some problems with it. I think it's Gen 8 specifically. It depends on how you space it out, but I think it's that. We also had the DS. Well, we had the DS and we also had the PSP. Because I would put that in Gen 7 or Gen 8, depending on what generation you want to go. I haven't gone through the gens. I thought it was Gen. You know what? It might be Gen 7 because I think Gen 8 is PS4, Wii U, and Xbox One. But the point I'm trying to make is that we never recovered from that era. What we've gone through essentially is an era in which we've been trying to fix the hemorrhaging. Like we've been bleeding out the whole time, and only some of us have found ways to circumvent that damage. I don't think Sony ever found a way to actually circumvent the damage because every generation since the PS3 has been objectively worse. Actually, since the PlayStation 2, I'm lying. The PS3 didn't have as much as the PS2. The PS4 didn't have as much as the PlayStation 3. The PS5 didn't have as much as the PlayStation 4. So we've gone down. I don't know if people would put that. Obviously, you could put the same boat on Xbox. Realistically, nothing was as good. You had an uptick from the Xbox to the Xbox 360. Then you had a drop off to the Xbox One. Then you had another drop off to the Series X. And now we're here where we're at. Nintendo's a little bit weird because I don't know how people view it. Technically, we had an upswing from the GameCube to the Wii. We had a drop off from the Wii to the Wii U, and then we had an uptick from the Wii U to the Switch. And right now we're still in Switch 2 territory, so I don't know how you would classify it right now. It's kind of a wait and see moniker. Right now there's a sneaking suspicion there's going to be a drop off from Switch to Switch 2. And that's just the nature of the game of playing. When your console is wildly successful, like the Switch is essentially near PlayStation 2 levels. Like it's only off by I think like 10 mil. So going from that to a new console, you run the risk of just dropping off. It's the same. The PS3 was forgiven for that same issue. What's up, Jazz? PS2 and GameCube for me because gaming was quote unquote fun. Gaming today are pretty trash because I'm getting old. Well, it's the age thing and also because the companies are struggling. Like I just went through, most of the companies are doing lesser than what they used to. Even Nintendo, as much as Nintendo's still doing stuff and getting work in, they're still doing less than what they used to do. So as a result, we're in this period in which companies are still trying to recover funds. That's why I think Square and Capcom have been pushing multiplats more often. Square was on Sony's nuts for like a good generation. The whole PlayStation 4 generation, they were Sony ponies to the max. And I do not think it paid off for them in any way, shape, or form. Hence why they've changed their strategy completely. I still think it's crazy to me that series such as Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, which are mostly associated with Sony, are now being presented and pushed in Nintendo-related directs. Because the loyalty is gone, because the money isn't there. And I think part of the reason why Sony is even doing this whole thing with the digital is honest. And I think KG posted something in our group chat about it, which I probably can't easily get to. Can I easily get to it? Hold on, let's see. Let's see. The thing he posted was Jason Strider shared some new information about the future of physical format on PlayStation. Sony considers that its digital player base is already large enough to do without those who would continue buying games in physical format. The company will not change its retail distribution model. Stores will still continue selling boxes, but these will only include a download code. Currently, Sony sells a first-party physical game to a retailer. The latter gets about 30% of the sales price, $70, with 100% digital format. With the 100% digital format, Sony would keep all those revenues. As a result, the company expects to significantly increase its profit margins. Additional information on those reports, Sony would be convinced that over time, most players will end up accepting the transition to a 100% digital ecosystem. The company believes that users will continue to support the PlayStation even without the option to buy physical games. Additionally, they consider that it is not necessary to maintain direct communication with fans about this decision as the trust in the strength of their brand and loyalty of their community. So, long story short, Sony thinks they can take the hit. They can take this PR hit because in the long run, people will still buy the games and they'll still make their money. To be fair, Final Fantasy was in GBA, DSC. Yeah, but that's not. If we're talking about like mainline Final Fantasy, it was mostly pushed on PlayStation. Ever since 7 specifically, the 3D era of Final Fantasy has been mostly pushed on PlayStation. So that's why I brought it up. PS2 have a lot of Japanese games I like to play, but as soon as the PS4 came on, I already knew that the PS4 was taking a different direction, which is true. We peaked out at diminishing returns, and now everyone is trying to navigate around it. Well, that's my point. We never handled the crash of 2008 as well as that, and the fact that a lot of people don't even deny it being a thing. A lot of people make the implication is that we never had a crash and we never had to do anything, when realistically, even back then, remember when we lost gaming manuals for in-game boxes? Like almost every gaming company dropped manuals in its entirety. Remember, I think, the Xbox 360 started taking plastic out of the covers, where like the back of a 360 box is just fucking like holes. It's a circular hole. Like, we've gotten to the point now that
in mathematics, a whole is typically defined as the absence of something within a larger structure. Whether a circular hole is considered a
You're worse than text-to-speech.
Depends on how you look.
Shut up.
Philosophically, we often treat a whole as an object. But
motherfucker.
The whole is an abstract
I get it.
The manifold is the space itself, and the whole is the void that keeps the space.
I know what the whole is. Stop it.
Would you like?
No. Go home. Jesus Christ. This is worse than text-to-speech, bro. Because you don't know when it's going to pop in and try to comment on some shit. The irony is when we get another crash, it will be the Western game crash like it was for the first one. Well, second one, technically. To me, the first one was the 1980s. The second one was the 2008, and this would be the third one. But like the argument I'm making is I don't think we ever recovered from the second one. Like, I genuinely believe all we've been doing since then is just trying to fix a bad situation. Sony never got their money management in order. Prices for games kept ballooning. Budgets just kept ballooning and ballooning to the point where people thought they had an inflation fetish. Companies started dying. People started getting laid off. Like nothing is intrinsically improved in gaming since that era, since like 2008. I wouldn't say gaming got better. I would just say we have different options. But would anyone say that since 2008 we have gaming is better? I don't think anyone would fucking say that, bro. Exactly. Paid online was the other issue. Although I blame Xbox entirely for that. Xbox was the proponent of it, and the fandom, to be fair, it was actually the fans' fault. We allowed a lot of fuckery that we shouldn't have put up with. And because of that, they kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing to now they finally just said, fuck it, we about to fucking we're gonna make this crazy push. And a lot of people are like, there ain't no way this is gonna work out. And spoiler, it's probably gonna work out better than it should. To the point where you'll be fearful of any company dropping their physical moniker. And like everything else, Nintendo will be the last one to do it. It'll happen, but Nintendo will be the last ones to do it. But it is a shame that that's the road we're down in the first place, right? It's a problem that this is where we headed. This was the best we could do. We had an idea, and we just kept allowing a bunch of fuckery. We started paying for online. We started paying for subscriptions fees. We were cool supporting PlayStation Plus, even though it got ballooned up into upper echelons of over $100 for an online yearly subscription service, because they gave us the illusion of free games, even though none of these companies are giving you free games. All they're giving you is an access to a subscription service that allows you to play certain games. Because like any other any other subscription service. The moment you cut the subscription off, you lose access to all those games. I recently went through my digital library on the PlayStation 5 and realized I still have a bunch of PlayStation Plus games that I have no access to because I don't have PlayStation Plus. So the question then goes, so do I really have access to those games? And the short answer is no. The short answer is no, I don't have access to those games. And motherfucker, I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, my only counterpoint is that the indie game boom in the late 2010s. Indie was a great thing, but part of the reason why indies blew up was because third AAA was ass. The only positive I see in that, that's fair. Yeah, the respeeds of the disc now install mandatory on the PS4 and henceforth, which I get it. That was technically not the fault of, and that was even something we put up with. Oh, now you got to install games. So I'm buying a disc, but I'm installing it like it's digital, but I still need the disc to play it. So it's like a game key card in the reverse, which is technically better, but feels worse. In the sense that, hey, I'm buying a game that's on the disc, but the disc isn't good enough of a format to read said media. Therefore, I need to install it. Which in some people's case would be like, well, that's defeating the purpose of having a disc. If I have to install it and I bought the disc, it might as well have just been digital. And in some ways you could argue they were slowly indoctrinating the user base into a digital future without really trying. Because the disc reads thing, the disc reading speed for Blu-rays is a legit issue, but you've already indoctrinated every PlayStation gamer that as soon as I walk over to my PlayStation and I stick in a new game, it's going to install something. It's installing something that I'm going to have to deal with. And as a result, the experience just feels like, damn, why didn't I just get this digitally if I got to do this anyway? And the answer is, why didn't I get this digitally? And to the point where I was thinking about going all digital for PlayStation on the PS4 era. The only reason why I didn't is because I realized digital still doesn't really benefit the modern gamer, in the sense that if you play brand new titles, there is no financial benefit to doing that. Now, if you were someone who plays games over the span of multiple generations, yeah, it's a pretty good idea to maybe invest a little bit in digital. And then what makes it worse, and I think I don't know if I've said it vocally, but I'm going to say it now just in case. The PlayStation 6, in a lot of ways, to me, is already dead on arrival. But what's going to really kill it is if they have the nerve to be like, there's no more physical media. There's a pretty much 100% chance now that the PlayStation 6 will be digital only. Which, okay, whatever. If your base PS6 only has a terabyte of storage, get out. That argument only worked when you gave me either A, physical option, or B, you didn't pretty much when the moment I had options, you could get away with mediocre storage. Same thing with Switch 2, right? Switch 2 doesn't have an amazing storage either, but I don't have to install every game I put on my Switch 2, so it's a little different. But if you were giving me a PlayStation 6 with no disk drive and no discs and they're all codes, and my base level storage is a terabyte, you have fucked up, because one, it's not actually a terabyte because we have to put the dumbass OS on that bitch, but it's also not enough for modern games. We already have an idea that GTA 6 is going to be like 300 gigs. RIP Steam Machine in the Steam box. Well, to be fair, I think there's a sneak. Something tells me that this is going to slowly justify the thought process of going to Steam. And some people will probably buy that. But the thing about the Steam Machine is it's a niche product. Like, I think the problem I always had when people talk about the Steam Machine is under the pretense that the Steam Machine was meant for like the mainstream audience. It never was. You know how I knew it wasn't made for? The Steam Deck isn't made for a mainstream audience. You know how I know it wasn't? Because Steam isn't considered a mainstream audience platform, in the sense that it's only online and you would have to be aware of it to know. Most people aren't even the casual person who's just slightly into gaming. You know what they probably know? Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, Mario, fucking Last of Us, and Halo. That's what they know. And that's the problem. Games are getting bigger and bigger thanks to movie graphics. Exactly. And we're going to bottom out on that too. There's no way we're maintaining it. Half of the financial burden we're going through is not only due to ballooning game budgets, but part of that ballooning game budget is just to make the game look as pretty as possible. Mo-caption for fucking actors to have realistic facial expressions in the game. You see how Ellie looks when she's sad? See how Ellie looks when she's happy? Everybody prays. The point is that we're gonna bottom out. We're absolutely gonna bottom out, and it's gonna be a financial pain in the ass. And we're not gonna be able to handle it. And when that happens, you're gonna lose a lot of studios. And a lot of people are gonna say it's because of war, but that's not true. It's funny because the video I had planned on Sony has nothing to do with the gaming side, but it's funny that some of the stuff is correlating. The video I have planned on Sony is more on the anime side of things, but it's still interesting to me that this is where we're at. It's interesting that this is where we were led to. And it's, in a lot of ways, it's sad, but unfortunately, it's going to have to bottom out first. Can I see you? You already see me. The sexual harassment. I'm a minor. Get out of here. You Jezebel. Yeah, because I have like 1 terabyte micro SD. Express ain't cheap. Yet I like having both options at least if I am. Yeah, I already knew, bro. I already knew, bro. But I'm a minor. Stop. Nigga, the children. Big ups Sony for killing anime. Hey, yo. I won't blame the anime thing completely on Sony. I will say they sped up the anime death process though. Thanks Sony and Crunchyroll. Da. I'm so excited. I'm not actually at all. I'm not at all. I'm studying for a certification, so I haven't been able to put in the time for the video like I want to. But I hope on the main channel people have been enjoying me doing kind of like these almost knee-jerk reactions to like news from gaming, which was never really my favorite thing to do, but I think there is a conversation to be had. It's all right, Anna. Just remember, respect my privacy. Please and thank you. My privacy is important. Ooh, is that gonna work? Oh, that's baller. Hold on, can I? No. It's probably the best I'm gonna get it, but this still works. But yeah, we're in interesting times, bro. We're in interesting times. Life is gonna be very interesting moving forward. I'm back. Fuck Sony. They are a bunch of yeah. I have a question, Orion. I know you can't say the C word, but can you type it? Is that allowed or no? Did you make sure to add that tag I said live stream because I can't check if that works if you don't have it in your videos. Yeah, I haven't. You're talking about on Odyssey? Yeah, I put it on Odyssey. Somebody trying to make a quick money and recoup from the blunders. This Jin for live service. Shout out to Jim Ryan. Shout out to our boy Jim Ryan fucking up the game since 2013? Yeah, let's say 2013. No, because it would ruin my character development. I respect it, Orion. But yeah, the way we are looking right now looks pretty sad and bleak, and I'm sad. Yo, I can't stop watching these Sony physical videos. I love everyone making them, and it's also just depressing as hell. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, don't get it twisted. I'm mostly a Nintendo. I was mostly a Nintendo Sega kid, and Sony, if anything, is like a third option for me. But it is important to have the conversation that, in all honesty, the way people properly respond to this is something we probably should have took note of years ago, right? You should have said something when they were making us install games on the console. That was a genuine problem. And some of you went, well, no, because of the disk read speed, which is true, but it's indoctrinated a whole generation of gamers into, well, we're just used to installations. Like, I want y'all to understand something. The PS4 was the highest selling of its trio, right? Outsold the Wii U, outsold the Xbox One like it was a joke. And it indoctrinated an entire fan base of gamers into installing a game. Every game. Bloodborne, install. Last of Us 2, install. Fucking Forza, not Forza, Gran Turismo, install. Spider-Man, install. Ratchet and Clank, install. So every generation of gamers got inducted into the install culture. So for them to transition into digital means nothing to them because their day-to-day won't. Yeah, Call of Duty install. Call of Duty is a one hell of an install. Tekken, fucking Battlefield, like everything in their grandmother. Install here, install there, install there. And we never questioned that this was a problem. We also, for some reason, were way cooler with like movie budget games, even though you could tell that shit wasn't making back the money it should have. Do I think some of those games turned profits? Absolutely. But do I think they turned enough profit to justify to keep making them? Oh no. But Sony backs himself into a corner. Sony, to me, a lot of people talk about the dude bros of Call of Duty or the man children of Nintendo. No one ever talks about the insecure gamer of Sony. Sony gamers are the type of gamers who want to be respected as real people and want gaming to be respected as a real form of art, even though it's always been a form of art. But they want it to be recognized in the artsy fartsy way. Last of Us is a theatrical masterpiece. So is fucking Skyrim, and you fight like wolf griffins in that bitch. Stop trying to like overshoot yourselves. And that's probably the reason why you have such a dissonance between like certain fans with Nintendo, because in their mind, Nintendo was made the type of games that people make fun of you for. Oh, that's Pikmin. Oh, that's Wii Sports. Oh, that's Mario. Oh, that's Link. Oh, that's Zelda. Oh, that's Star Fox. Oh, that's F-Zero. Oh, that's Fire Emblem. Like, and some of those games are generally mature and great titles. But the idea was, well, they're cartoony. There's no shading in Link's hair. Where are the hair follicles, Nintendo? And people got super insecure about what kind of gamer they were. Because the concept of having fun with your games went out the fucking way. Was telling a story about the clinical depression of modern society. Devil May Cry was talking about the issues with family and the origins of your birth, and somehow that was fine, even though he was walking around with pizza and carrying twin pistols and shooting demons in the face, while also being randomly naked as well. So, I feel like the magic of gaming is that you could have it both ways. Let's see. Fortnite or Call of Duty. Neither, I don't care. They view games as art, but talk about them like they're a shiny new toy. They love Astrobot since it's the zeitgeist. It's all Nintendo's fault. Ever since Sony closed their Japanese studios, depressed the fuck out of me, since that's when they started to show this movie style games. No, to be fair, that was shown before they closed those studios. Although the studio closure just kind of cemented the new direction. Like, the movie style games weren't even the problem. The problem is that they couldn't sustain themselves financially. I don't really think they've ever been able to sustain themselves. And then on top of that, we were trying to use different engines, and motherfuckers couldn't make up their mind on what engine they wanted to use. And all of a sudden, everything started falling apart. Well, we gotta use Unity. Nah, use CryEngine. You know what? Maybe we'll make another version of Unreal Engine. Let's do Unreal Engine 5. And then motherfuckers struggled. And to be fair, Nintendo is slowly falling into that line too. Mainly because, unfortunately, as time goes on, they may be slower up on the come up, but they are going on the come up, which means they're going to run into the same fucking problems as their contemporaries. But the advantage they have is they get to see how Sony and Microsoft fuck the bed and keep themselves humble. The other thing that I've been talking about for years that Sony gave up on double A experiences. Sony gave up on double A experiences years ago for no fucking reason, and we all suffered for it. It doesn't make no fucking sense why we lost double A Sony titles. That's why we don't have Gravity Rush. Gravity Rush to me was a double A series that had the potential to make them real money. And the advantage I always gave Nintendo is that even though Nintendo didn't necessarily do all their IPs consistently well, they didn't give up on every IP either. Fire Emblem was, for a lot of fans, a dead franchise up until Awakening. And it's because they kept fucking trying. And they finally broke through with Awakening, and motherfuckers were like, okay, now this is a million seller series. And then what did it go to do? To keep selling millions of copies. Every new game, fucking Awakening, Fates, Echoes, even though it didn't deserve it. Three Houses, Engage, I think even sold well. I need to go double check that, but I'm pretty sure Engage sold like over 1 million. You know, the fact that we got a new Rhythm Heaven in 2026, oh, well, that's not a real franchise. That doesn't make any money. I wouldn't be surprised when the reports come out and that bitch makes over 1 million. Donkey Kong over 1 million, even though that IP's up and down, right? Star Fox would be surprised if that's not sold over 1 million. I'm gonna be real with you. Metro was another one of those. Oh, that's a dead franchise. And then we had a combination of Dread and Prime 4 and the fucking remake on 3DS. Like Pikmin started selling 1 million copies with, what was it, 3? I think it was 3 and 4 both sold over 1 million. And it was like, okay, now we're cooking with gas, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the important thing. You don't give up on double A just because double A doesn't make you $1 million every time you do it. And double A is an investment. They are games that will slowly. Okay, I don't know what the hell just happened. That was random as fuck. My phone decided to do a what the fuckery and dip for a second. True fan badge. There's a huge difference between I like playing video games and I'm a gamer unlike you. PS6 is going to be the lowest selling PlayStation. We got like 7 first party games, exclusives in 6 years. It'll be more expensive, different for the other casuals. Oh, absolutely. I absolutely agree. That PS6 ain't selling for shit. And it really doesn't deserve to. Sony trying to silence the stream. Everybody support this stream. Sony trying to take me the fuck out, yo. It won't be any different though for casuals. I mean, in terms of graphics and stuff, people can stick to their PS5s and play Fortnite, GTA 6, and Call of Duty. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The moment what's going to hurt, PlayStation 6 is going to be that price tag. That will be the big nail in the coffin. Because you know damn well that bitch is going to come out at like over $1,000. I am fully confident that the PS6 is going to at least be over 1,000. At least. It's going to be at a smooth, I'm thinking somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200. But if I had to take a shot in the dark, it's probably like 1,099 that bleeds into like 1,200 with tax and everything. Because to me, if you make another console that's power focused, that means it has to be stronger than the PS5 Pro, which you currently have set at what, like $800? So if I had to take a shot in the dark with modern features and modern hardware and also having a ridiculously high shipment of numbers early on, more than likely that bitch is costing like $1,000 at least. At this point, no stores will have PS6 games since people can just download it. It's pretty much what the Steam machine is trying to do, be a digital-only console. Yeah, but at least the Steam machine has the advantage of being a computer as well. Even though it's still not a great value, at least it's a value, and that's the fucking point. Where we're at now, and then, you know, Xbox is currently going through its downsizing. I don't want to forget Xbox because to me, Xbox has been a worthless brand for a while. A lot of people get mad when I say that shit, but generally that's how I feel about it. Xbox did some downsizing, and yes, they didn't close any studios. It's crazy to me when people keep talking like this is a crazy good thing. Well, at least Xbox didn't close any studios today. Cool, but people got fired. or people got laid off, so they don't have jobs anymore. So I think that's important. Hell, there's still conversations about a couple studios about whether or not they're going to be independent or if they're going to be sold off to somebody else. There are conversations going on, and somehow people are fucking surprised. How could this happen? Really? How could this happen? Really? You really don't know how this could happen. And then she went and explained it in the memo. She was like, bro, we had like 14 layers of management you had to go through to get anything done. So your communication was ass. You spent too much fucking money to the point that you were losing money anytime you invested in any of the studios you bought. It's almost like you didn't need to buy every fucking thing and try to become a monopoly. Microsoft, maybe stop trying to be a fucking monopoly. Microsoft, fuck is going on? We never learned, damn it. I love that show. The thought process was not there at all. Let's see what I'm missing. The Steam Machine value is basically you want to play without being at your desk and be on a couch potato about it. Yeah, pretty much. Not only the prices of the PS6, but the highest tier, the PS Plus, and also the high price of games. Fuck Sony. Damn. I never expected the Xbox Helix to have a disk drive because it's essentially supposed to be a PC, but PS6 wouldn't have thought. I knew it was coming close. The moment you gave me a digital only option, I knew it was coming close. They cut software in half, but somehow they're gonna just make games like nothing happened. Crazy. What's up, Viterio? I'm gonna call you Vitorito. I want to call you Dorito, but I think that's rude. So I'm gonna say Vitorito. What's up? Yeah, I already know. And here's the kicker. Every time this shit happens, we don't really get to see the effects of it until we go into the next generation, right? But the fact that Sony no longer has direct access to like Double Fine or Compulsion Games or fucking Undead Labs or what's the name of Setsuna's Hellblade's developers? I always forget what they're called. But the point is, they no longer have access to those titles as exclusives. Which is crazy. Because that was their big claim to fame, right? Oh, we're going back to exclusive, guys. Don't you see that Gears of War is going to be exclusive? But you just got rid of your studios because you couldn't afford to keep them. So I feel like there's some mixed messaging going on. That you care about your exclusives, but you financially can't support the independent studios that you bought. Like, what the fuck? How the hell did this happen? Oh, it's easy. You bit off more than you could chew. And for some reason, Phil's whole premise was, I'm going to just buy shit until we start making money. Spoiler, they didn't start making any fucking money. And so now, we're in this shitty... Ooh, Jesus. What's up, Lightning? How you doing? Please tell me I have things in here I can... Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Bro, you can tell Sony fell off so hard when Kingdom Hearts 4 is being mainly promoted on Nintendo console. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in the stream, but you may not have been here when I said it. But yeah, absolutely. But that's also because I think Square Enix saw the light. Square Enix said, bro, we're not making enough money to justify giving Sony exclusive access to a bunch of shit. I genuinely believe that was the conclusion that was come up with. I think Capcom, on the other hand, was casually investing into Nintendo during the Switch generation and then start seeing it to start paying off. So when the Switch 2 became even more viable of a platform, they said, well, fuck, we've been giving those gamers our games pretty consistently throughout the last few years. I say we hit this bitch hard, and they did. Fucking Street Fighters 6, fucking Pragmata, fucking Pragmata, Resident Evil. You had the nerve to be like, I'm not only giving you one Resident Evil, I'm giving you 3. won't. Hell, you already got fucking announced for Switch 2, along with everybody else. We on equal footing now. Now it's time. Now it's time to have a real conversation about gaming. Now we're gonna see when the bars are equal, who got the chops to stick it through, man. Because Nintendo always got a lot of shit. Oh, see, you guys aren't real gamers. You guys have these baked products. You guys charging $80 for Mario Kart. Hey, guess what? $80 Mario Kart still getting updates with new content in it. $80 Mario Kart has no DLC currently. Now, granted, it's probably going to. Don't get it twisted. But for right now, I can use that argument because it's currently valid. It's currently true. It's been a year, and we're getting free content updates. Actually, you know what? Can someone think of any Sony or Microsoft? Well, Microsoft is probably Sea of Thieves. Don't get it twisted. Sea of Thieves is probably the only game I can think of that Microsoft probably has that kind of support for. But Sony, can you name me a Sony title that's getting free DLC and promise future DLC a year after its launch? Because I don't fucking think so. Now, Sea of Thieves, once again, is definitely Microsoft, so I'm not going to question that one. What's up, Devil Hunter? What's up, Dante? Now makes sense why Persona 4 Revival and Persona 6 are being promoted on Xbox Direct now. Well, no, that to be fair, that's been a Microsoft push for a while now. Persona 3 Reload was announced during Xbox's show. Like, they've been pushing. Exactly, $80 Mario Kart is on the full cart too. We're not here making you make $80 downloads, right? But no, Xbox has been pushing Japanese games for a while. You could tell, the one thing I gave Phil credit for is that Phil was genuinely trying to get as many people onto the Xbox brand. And he started making a heavy push for Japanese games because it's one of their weakest. It was one of the weakest aspects of Xbox. The problem with Xbox is Xbox never fostered a community that would be interested in playing those games on their platform, because you would have to offer me something that I can't get on Nintendo, Steam, or PlayStation. And I'm gonna be real with you, when it comes to JRPGs, you need an exclusive. You need an exclusive. Only goes to Yote. You do not even own games on Switch 2. It's just a key card. That's not every game, Michael. There are games that are like that, but there's not every game. Mario Kart World's not like that. Star Fox isn't like that. Metroid Prime 4 and Beyond, Pokemon Legends ZA isn't like that. Procopia is, so I'm not gonna count that one. Splatoon Raiders isn't gonna be like that. Fire Emblem isn't gonna be like that. Legend of Zelda is probably not gonna be like that. Like, that argument only really works for like mostly third parties and like maybe one or two first party titles, like in the form of Pocopia is like the only one. Animal Crossing isn't like that. Like, it's not true. God of War Ragnarok, Astrobot, and Returnal did get free DLC, to be fair. You know what? You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right, God. You know, you're right. Actually, God of War has just got theirs. What was that? Last year? So, you know what? I'll give you that. Robert. You're fine. He was trying, even though he was admitted Xbox. No, so here's the problem with Phil. Phil tried in certain ways. Phil just wasn't good at his job. I'm going to just be real with you. The only thing Phil had to his name that was worth the damn was Game Pass, and I don't even think that was generally a good thing. That was also another thing indoctrinating gamers into a digital-only lifestyle. That was literally digital Netflix. And the one thing people didn't complain about was fucking Game Pass. Even though Game Pass, I don't financially think in the long run was worth it. But, you know, everyone feels the way they feel. First party Nintendo is fully on the Crown Switch 3. Exactly. Like, there's levels to this shit, right? Now, I'm not even saying that Nintendo's perfect. They're not. And there's no guarantee that Nintendo won't fuck the bed sooner than later, okay? There's no guarantee for that. But as of right now, I think if you're looking for a new platform to invest in, I would not pick PlayStation. PlayStation to me is proven they have no interest in your bet. And I still think the craziest thing about this whole thing is you're gonna tell the fan base that you're being forced into digital moving forward, while also digitally removing 500 movies that people paid for off your platform with no reimbursement, no apology, just a random notice. Oh, by the way, Rush Hour 3? Yeah, that's owned by Paramount, and they took back the license. And really, what taking back the license really amounts to is we didn't want to pay to renew the license, so fuck them. And guess who got punished? The people who invested into a digital movie library on their PlayStation. That's so interesting that you bring this up the same week that happens, and then right afterwards we get the announcement that GTA 6 is going to be digital only with no chance of a physical copy of the game. It's almost like this shit was planned. A lot of people have the suspicion that the movie thing and the GTA 6 thing almost were supposed to serve as a buffer. I also just generally think that Sony doesn't care, which is probably the more logical solution. Sony doesn't give a shit because they don't have to give a shit and they don't plan to give a shit. Sony knows at this point in juncture that the way things are rolling, they're confident enough that even with the backlash online, that's just people talking. And the sad thing about that whole thing is that they're not wrong. There is a good chunk of individuals who are just fucking talking. They'll say all this bullshit about how they don't want to support this. They're not gonna co-sign Sony into next generation. I'll stop buying physical games entirely. Da 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 da. And then half of them will go out and buy a PlayStation 6. And you'll sit there and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because the problem with the internet is that the internet is mainly full of theatrics. Half of the shit we do on this platform is performative. And the reason why it's performative is because it makes you money when you're performative. That's why we have grifters. People who grift to certain fan bases to pretty much become a giant echo chamber for what everyone believes. We do it with Nintendo, we do it with Sony, we do it with Xbox, we do it with PlayStation, we do it with movies, we do it with music, we do it with politics, we do it with everything. We're just looking for an echo chamber. I respect your lifestyle, Shady. I respect it. I'm not mad at you for it. Sony getting too cocky because they have no competition. That's not even true. Well, okay, it depends on how you look at it. They don't have competition, direct competition in the exact way they make their games. The only competition would have been was Microsoft, and Microsoft hasn't really been competition for Sony or realistically anybody since like the late 360, maybe early Xbox One. Because as much as shit I talk about Xbox One still sold 50 million copies, right? It sold way more than the Wii U did. So there was definitely a fan base in the Xbox One, even if the Xbox One itself is a piece of shit. But the overarching point is that unfortunately, a lot of the shit we're dealing with is going to be performative. A lot of the stuff happening online is performative. People will still buy a PS6 to some degree, but it will never be nearly as appealing or financially viable just based off of its price, let alone codes in the box. I just don't think codes in the box by itself is going to be a big enough deterrent. It should be, and people are acting like it's going to be, even though half these fuckers are still going to buy this thing. So that's just something I wanted to bring up. Ironic, Sony, while working with Nintendo during the Super NES upgrade, ended up being canceled because Nintendo refusing to make the CD disc drive. So pretty much the creation of the Sony PlayStation. Yeah, I mean, and now they're going digital only. I mean, yeah, I can see the irony in it, but that's also two different time periods and two different amounts of access to modern technology. Like, it's just different. So I get your point, Lightning. I think there's some nuance that needs to be acknowledged when it comes to talking about it. But yeah, that's where we're at. And that's where we're at when it comes to modern gaming. We are in a hole, as it were, and that hole has essentially led us to digital ruin, where they can now control everything. And I didn't even talk about that whole thing about if you don't touch your account for 36 months, which is what, 3 years, I believe. If you don't touch your account for 3 years, they have the ability to just straight up delete your account. And some of you would say, well, that's kind of, that one's weird because 3 years is a long ass time, especially when, and also to me, what does it mean by using your account? Does it just mean you logging into the bitch in 3 years? Or does it mean you actually have to go play games in 3 years? I'm fucking done with Sony. Listen, and I'm more likely done with Sony as well. I mean, let's be fair here. I didn't buy my PlayStation 5, okay? I haven't bought a PlayStation console technically since the PS4 Pro back in, what was that, 2017? No, I think it was 16 because I think it was right before the Switch 2. It's either 16 or 17. Oh, log in? Okay, Donnie, thanks. Well, I mean, if you don't log in, you can log in on your phone. It's actually not that offensive. Is it goofy? Yeah. The reason why I think people are even bringing up that whole situation is because it came right after this fucking digital only news. So now it's just become a dog pile. And as Nintendo fans who had to deal with this shit with the Switch 2 like a year ago, I know what a dog pile looks like, and that's exactly a dog pile. Don't get locked up for 3 years. The analytical part of Sony said that they had, which says 3%, but only physical games, which is totally BS. Yeah, it's not 3%. It's probably more like 70-30. Like I think the majority is still buying digital, but I don't think all is buying digital. Also, is that just based off of new games? Because if it is, that's a little bit different. I think there's a little bit of stretching of the truth to make it seem more ridiculous than it actually is. But I do think there is some truth that people probably more likely buy digital more than they buy physical, because everything else we do is digital. Music is mostly digital. Yeah, someone mentioned in my comments in my other video that, yeah, you can go buy a physical CD. And they're not wrong, but most people are streaming that on Apple Music or Spotify. Like, that's what they're doing. Same thing with movies. Yeah, you can still buy the newest movies on Blu-ray and DVD, but you'd be lying if you couldn't acknowledge that more than likely that shit's, they're watching it on Hulu or Paramount Plus or Disney Plus or Netflix or HBO Max. Like, the streaming lifestyle, although isn't the only form, it is the main form. And now what's going to boil down for Sony products is the false limited run editions of games, which will be, oh, this is the special edition because there's a disc in the box. Woo! There's a disc in the box. I guess I'm about to get my dicks. I haven't played a game on my Series X for a year now. 3 years is not long. It's paid purchases, makes no sense. Yeah, in retrospect, I don't really see the big deal in the grand scheme of things because I bought those games, so why take them away just because I haven't logged the fuck in? Why do I need to log the fuck in? That's the other thing about Nintendo games I think is interesting, and something I think people forgot to acknowledge. And I think it wasn't until the day I saw a video talking about it, because people, apparently with this whole physical thing with Sony, people have been talking about Nintendo Switch titles and which ones, how they work. And you know the one thing I forgot completely? That Switch 2 versions of games, like the Switch 2 edition of a game, is just the Switch 1 version of the game with the upgrade pack. And for some reason that shit slipped my mind in its entirety. I think I saw them put in, like, what was it? Like Legends ZA. If you put Legends ZA Switch 2 edition into your Switch 1, it'll just play the Switch 1 version of Legends ZA. Actually, the one other thing that's interesting is that people always talk about how bad game key cards are, and someone actually proved it. You don't even need a Nintendo account to use a game key card. Didn't even fucking know that. Apparently, the only thing you need from a game key card is the fucking internet. Once. That's it. I don't know why my brain assumed you would need an account. You don't. It's literally treated like any other game. You put it in, it downloads it from the internet, and then it runs. I think I've become less offended by game key cards over the years. Over the year, I guess I should say. Even though I don't own one yet. But I do find that interesting, though. But that's just me. I'm just a gamer, guys. I'm just a gamer. Saying goodbye to secondhand games. Paying $60 for games released years ago is crazy. I find it hard to believe that people only buy digital when game the gigabyte of storage is so small that the external storage can even download huge things like this. I mean, it's probably not completely true, but there is some truth to it. That was me that said that the fact that CDs and vinyls are still around, even though mostly digital, are just shows that there are still an audience. Oh no, definitely, there's definitely still an audience. Yeah, they are not tied to an account, even though people get banned. Even people that get banned can use game key cards. Yeah, because they're just considered games. They're not like, it's not like you gotta log the fuck in. You don't. I do think that's an interesting concept that you don't have to log the fuck in. But I don't want to dwell on the conversation too long. But I do want to give you guys the opportunity to ask questions. I think the way I'm going to try to treat these IRL streams is like an hour will be focused on the topic, and then after that, we'll just shoot the shit and talk about whatever. Oh, look, it's dark in here. That's not good. Dark in here. It's not actually dark. Well, the right light thing actually works really well. But if there's any questions we want to, or any topics you want to continue talking about, we can continue with those. When it comes to Sony, there's only so much I can really repeat without it coming off a little redundant. And Microsoft is trash. Microsoft isn't even in my gaming room anymore. I have it in the living room, and it'll mostly be used as a Blu-ray machine. That's what I have it set up as now anyway. So who the fuck is going to use it for anything else, realistically? I guess Sony forgot collection companies. So not getting a PS6 ever? Probably not. I don't really see the fucking the real push to get a PlayStation 6 right now. I barely see a push to get a play. Even if we took out the digital only thing, I'm gonna be real with you. If you took out the digital thing, right? The PS6 still doesn't have anything to get me excited because the PS5 had even less titles. I think Robert said it earlier. It's like what, 6 or 7 titles in the last 6 years? Like it's been nothing substantial, bro. So imagine only getting like 6 titles for the year and then acting like, yeah, you should definitely invest in this. And you sitting there, and the first question you really want to ask is, invest in what? What am I investing in? 6 or 7 titles isn't anything. Especially now that third party means even less for Sony because you can get third party on other platforms. So what is the point, I guess is my question. What's the value? Because right now I don't really see anything. Sorry, I'm looking at Nintendo news to see. Oh, they put out a patch for Yoshi. Doesn't look like there's anything crazy with it, but still. And Yoshi's another IP, another AA IP you invest in that can pay off for you in the long run if you're willing to invest. Not every game is going to be a banger, but every game can be fun. And you can get a fan base, and that's the point. There are channels who literally only talk about Pikmin, which is crazy because who the fuck is out here talking about Pikmin this much? But that is definitely a thing. PS5 hasn't even just about getting an agreed in, try it. The money you spend for a PS6 could go to a PC that blows The PS5 and PS6 out the water. Oh, agreed. Looking for Rosalina booty. Don't believe him, folks. Shut the hell up, bro. The PS4 had more new games, but also we're tied to the PS3, and PS5 was less. Oh, agreed. Like I said earlier, as the generations have continued, we've gotten less and less content. Like we have not gotten more. We have absolutely gotten less. That is a unfortunate reality we currently live in. And I don't think it's going to get any better because they can't afford it. That's what I mean by the balloon is going to pop soon. Like soon what's going to happen is that eventually they're not going to be able to afford to make the games they want to make. Any new amiibos? Kinda. I know I've bought amiibos. I don't know if I'm trying to remember how many were considered new though. Not a lot, but I have bought amiibos. Oh, it's dark as fuck in here. Probably should turn on the light. I'm looking for. Okay, so my amiibos are kind of buried right now, so I'm not gonna go dig through that right now. But just know, I do have new amiibos. I just don't. I don't want to go through the process of digging because it's not gonna be fun. What do you think was the golden era of gaming? Probably the PS3 360 Wii generation overall. For the average person, they won't be interested in all 7 titles. They'll get maybe like 2 or 3 games exclusive to the PS6. Just get a PC, and if it's only digital, truly switched to a PC for the decade. Oh, agreed. Absolutely agree. I would just get the PS2 and the Switch. I mean, I just get the Switch and the Switch 2 and the PC, which I already have both of those. So realistically, I don't have to buy another gaming console for like the next probably decade, if at all. Depends on how the companies change the game moving forward. New Rosalina amiibo came out. Oh no, I did not get Rosalina. It's funny. Robert was with me when I was contemplating that. That was back in April. When I was with Robert and I was at Retro, I was in New York. I was like, should I buy this? And we were just kind of like, like it wasn't a high priority. Like, not that it's bad. It's actually really good quality. It looked great. I didn't get it, man. I didn't get it. I could have swore I bought an amiibo. I just don't remember what the last one was. Like I said, the tub I have that has them in them is kind of buried, and I don't want to go through the process of moving it. Wait, is it buried? Maybe I'm lying. Maybe it's not buried. Maybe it's this one right here. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to check. I think it's this one. It might be this one. I'm just not thinking clearly. No. Oh, wait. What am I talking about? Hold on. I'm stupid. Hold on. I'm stupid. Hold on. Whoops, not that. I'm going to turn this light out. I know what I did. My amiibos aren't in here anymore. They used to be in here, and they're not anymore. And you gotta carry it around New York instead of just buying it online. Amiibos, I just get them online out of nowhere. Exactly. So I forgot that I moved my amiibos, which I need to turn this light on to make it a little bit easier to see them. I moved my amiibos out into like my main living room area because it was just easier for me. Although I don't know if all these are the newest ones, but these are the ones I do have. And then I have amiibos behind them. So, like I said, I have amiibos behind them. That's the One Piece figures. Waifu was great. Waifu was God. I did buy Minecraft, Sheik, Reiju, Banjo, Cloud. Hold on. Dr. Mario, Lucina, Inkling, Bonanza. And I do have, and then there are some behind, but once again, I don't remember which ones. I think the Bonanza one might be the newest one actually. I think it's my newest one. Let me go check. I'm gonna walk on this other side. I think they are my newest ones. Oh, I forgot that I moved my amiibos over here. My brain was like, I'm like, where are they at? Yeah, I think these are all my old ones. Yeah, this is all like Mario, Sonic, Ike, Minions over here, but that's about it. Yeah, this is all my other stuff. Hold on. As you can see, I think I've bought doubles for certain things anyway. I have like 2 Rosalinas. And then my nephew broke my villager. So I don't have a villager anymore, which kind of pisses me off. Let's see. Are you ready? Come on. But the wolf. But yeah. That's the general gist of my collection. Well, I probably should turn off the lights. I realized as I've been walking around this house, I've cut on all these fucking lights that don't need to be on, but just to give you a glimpse of the Amiibo collection, which is still overall pretty nice, but it's just it's a collection. It's a collection, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, like I said, if y'all guys want to ask any casual questions while we're meandering for a little while, just talking, shooting the shit, learning about each other. We all live in an evil world. I want to lose all my money and it's all. Oh my goodness, I'm rambling. I'm so sorry, y'all. But yeah. I always think that stuff is important, even if it doesn't really get brought up as much. Let me see. What is that? Wanna be the ultimate test to be better than all the rest. You wanna be a master at Pokemon and have the skills to be number one. We all live in a woke ass world. I kept saying all the time I'll buy more Amiibo, but it's always procrastinate. What's for big dinner? I already ate. It's like 10:30. If I hadn't eaten yet, that'd be crazy. We already ate, so dinner's out the table. I'm trying not to make these big back things mainly because it wasn't healthy and I wasn't eating the healthiest food, so that's why it was the way it was. Oops, what the hell? Oops. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Damn, Big Macs got canceled. It's not that I won't still do Big Mac meaning streams. I just can't. I don't want to make it like all the time. Plus, it's Wednesday. That's the other thing. I think once I finish Fire Emblem with Tronic, then we'll probably swap it. I'll probably put a game back on Wednesdays, and then Fridays, will be Fridays again. And even then, I still won't do Big Back every Friday, but you'll see it sometimes. It's not just completely off the table. I didn't think people really like my Big Back streams that much in the first place, guys. Like, y'all never really talked about them. But I will give you an opportunity. If you want one tonight, I'll give you an opportunity. You gonna have to pay for it. That's the only way it's you got. I think it has. Especially if I had to go door. It depends on how you want me to do it. The only way I would humor it tonight is either it has to be a DoorDash which is usually like $20 to $30 or $20 for me to go get it. That's the most. That's the compromise I'll give you. But otherwise, I don't plan to do it. Microsoft low-key screwed themselves since they're one of the reasons why RAM price. Oh, absolutely. Microsoft, I have no sympathy for Microsoft in any way, shape, or form. Microsoft had the nerve to be like, due to the raising prices and costs due to AI, we have to raise the price of the Xbox Series X. And then you sat there and went, wait a minute. Don't y'all have Microsoft Copilot? Isn't that AI? Are you artificially raising the price by investing in AI yourself? And that's why I make the argument that I don't think Microsoft liked their console for a while. Which is crazy because I don't think it's a bad console. It's actually sitting in my living room, actually. I don't think it's a bad console at all. I just think that they didn't like it. Actually, I'm pretty confident that they didn't like it. They don't like that fucking console, which is crazy, but they don't. They absolutely do not like that console. And I don't understand why the fuck y'all did this. Like, why did you do this stupid everything's an Xbox campaign to undercut your own console? If you wanted to be just a software manufacturer, you could have did that a while ago. You didn't have to make another Xbox system. Oh shit, my bad. You didn't have to make another Xbox system. You chose to do that. And so the question is, why the fuck did you do that? I have no fucking idea. Because I think half of this generation has been literally them not liking their system. That's a shame, honestly. It's a real fucking shame. But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Snap. I'm trying to. It's crazy where we're at when it comes to the gaming community, but at this point, I think I'm gonna just enjoy the consoles I have. I think my Xbox Series X is my first and last Xbox console. The PlayStation 5 will be my last PlayStation console for a while. And the Switch 2 will probably be here for a while because we're only in year one. We probably got at least until 2025 when it came out. So 2020, probably 2030 at least. We got, so it's a while. It is a very long while. I'm problematic, bro. I've been problematic since day one. I just hear a noise. What the fuck was that? I got a notification. Hold on. Who sent me a notification? Oh, that's right. KG and Tronic and Tyrone are all streaming. If it's like the Switch 1, Switch 2 release 2023, Switch 2 will release. Oh, you mean Switch 3 in 2033? I think that's still possible, but I'd be curious. I'd be very curious. Oh, what is that? Glare? Jesus Christ. Switch 3 2030 maybe. Yeah, it depends on where we're at as a community before I can even have that conversation. But it's all good. Let's see. What the hell? Oh. It's not even important. All right, sorry. Sorry, guys, I got distracted. My apologies. But life has gotten interesting, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. We're in an interesting spot when it comes to the community. But I think I'm pretty content where I'm at now. I have all three. I have all the major consoles for this gen, and I don't really hate any of them. I think the PS5 is okay. The 360 is okay. I mean, not the 360. The Series X is okay. I like my Switch One and my Switch Two. I'm pretty content, honestly. I'm just kind of chilling. I'm living life. Hey, hey, I'm trying to make it not pay back. Life. Man, I'm surprised I'm actually awake. I've been fucking exhausted. Fucking work today was rough. I think the soul cells of the PS6 and the Helix will combine continuing development for PS5 and Series X, which means also Switch 2, so 2033 at minimum, be honest when I think. Yeah, Sony consoles usually end up lingering a long time before the next one. I mean, we only got out of them doing PS4 games, what, a couple of years ago? So if that's anything to go by, we got at least another 3 to 4 years of PS5 coverage in the gaming space. So let's say it comes out in 2028. That means they probably won't stop making PS5 games until like 2031. Well, let's see. What time you got to get up? 6 o'clock. 6 a.m., buddy. It's rough out here in these streets, but we grinding. When we get in the sleep stream again, I didn't know you wanted the sleep stream again, honestly. No one really talks about the sleep streams. I didn't know that was a big thing people wanted. Just like the big bags. I didn't know you guys were that crazy about the big bags. It's not like I'm against eating. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying. Oh, did you? Let's go. It's funny. I actually take my certificate. I take my part one of the A plus exam on Saturday. Saturday I take part one of it, and then if I pass that, I'll go ahead and start scheduling for part. Well, I gotta pay for it, which is a whole other financial grind, but I can do that probably in a couple months. So, but congrats, bro. Congrats on passing your certification exam. Um, it was I'm gonna Star Festival yesterday, so tourists booming with fan art of Max Jirachi and AG game. Nice, nice, nice. PS6 is dead before arrival. Fuck that console. Android is on some demon shit. Android is on some full demon mode, bro. But yeah, fucking. Actually, I probably should have studied a little bit more. Well, I got until Saturday. What I'll probably do. I also did the one where you can do the retake. The exam the one I purchased, I bought the one where it's the exam plus it's also a retake in case you fail it. So that's my goal. Oh, they're all expensive, bro. The idea is that you're investing into your future. Sleep stream, what the fuck? So, hey, listen, Goki asked about it, but you kind of need them in order to stand up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to grind it out, Kuro. We're going to grind. Also, I'm falling off this fucking bed, and that's not good. No, come on, Terrell. I know you're fat, but don't do this to me. Come on. I could have fucking Hail Married it and like jumped across the bed because I damn sure was tempted to do like a yeah, what it isn't good for absolutely nothing. Whoa, hey. Let me stop. I'm wilding. I've had sugar and work has been whooping my ass, bro. Y'all don't even know. I've been wiring carts for the last 2 weeks, bro. I'm so tired. I'm tired. My body hurts. And I fucking lost some money, man. I'm up. I'm still here, though. We still grinding. And if nothing else, I hope I can still maintain entertainment for you guys. Because I feel like that's the important thing here. But we grinding out here, boys. We don't quit.
That's another video I want to make, is about like the process of failure and explain what happened to me, how I got scammed, and then like talk about the depression that went with that, but like the willingness not to give up, because it's so easy to like take an L and then let it destroy you. Which is probably the reason why I scheduled the exam, because I'm like, I don't need to dwell on like a loss. I need to keep grinding for another win. Unfortunately, in life, you will not get anywhere. I mean, it is what it is, Goki. I'm not gonna trip. Like I said, I'm bummed out about it, but I don't want it to be like my death knell. I refuse to have it be my death knell mentally. Having your streams on in the background is what keeps me going when it comes to editing videos and doing research and scripts. Hey, look, everybody has their muse or their white noise that keeps them entertained. I recognize that the stuff I do on here isn't necessarily the highest of quality, but if it at least entertains, then I think I've done my job for what it is. So I've been doing this since I was 18. So it's been, what, 17 years? Yeah, 17 years. But we don't quit. We don't quit just because shit gets hard. That mentality destroys people. They also do that, well, I'm already a failure, so I guess I'm going to keep failing. Fuck that. You will always take L's. That you will never get away from the process of taking L's. That's just not how this works. The point is to not let it like bring you down and destroy you. You won't get any better if you're not willing to put in the work to improve yourself. So I'm putting in the work. People listen to radio while working and they love podcasters for it. Ask any truck drivers. Yeah, they're just trying to stay fucking awake. Also, fun fact, I have a fire alarm that isn't going off in the background. I'm beating my stereotype allegations. Fun fact, when I finish this stream, I'm gonna go and watch Polar Opposites Season 2 and then record a video for that. We stay grinding in this house. But am I tired? Bro, I'm tired. Don't ever... Goki asked me about a sleep stream, bro. You don't know, bro. I will pass all the way out in this bitch. It's so easy. And I'm laying in my bed right now, bro. Just get me in the screams. Get me in the screams. I'm waiting for it. Waiting for it. But unlike radio, we listeners can actively participate in the craziness. That's one of the advantages of modern technology, being able to participate in the chaos. If you couldn't participate in the chaos, then what's the fun of the chaos? I'm an agent of chaos. And I love what I do. But I do what I do because I just go. I just imagine him in the background going, and here we go. Put thighs on in the background. You trying to get me all the way out, bro. Thighs wouldn't take me out from watching it. Thighs would take me out from trying to play it. Thighs would take me out just from playing that bitch. And that's nothing against Thighs, okay? Thighs looks like a fun game, but Thighs is not meant for streaming. And unfortunately, I have to learn my lessons the hard way. It's not preferred. I don't love it. But it is what it is, okay? Also, I decided to buy a new Lenovo tablet. This thing has worked out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. At least for me, it's been pretty. It's been a pretty good investment. Now, how will it be in a couple years? I have no fucking clue. But you know. I gotta keep my head up, whoa, but hit your head down, eh. Gotta keep my head up, oh, gotta put your head down, eh. I've been, also fun fact, speaking of music, I'm gonna tell you one thing that I find hilarious. So I used to subscribe to Apple Music, and now I subscribe to YouTube Music, because I have YouTube Premium as well. And one of the things I thought was crazy, because YouTube Music actually picks up a good amount of songs, so they have the videos for them. And for some reason, the song Dano, let's get in the pot and let's get it. they know, they know, they know, they know, they know. Like it's by Shardy Lowe. And I was like, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the remix for that song. And I'm thinking specifically of Lil Wayne's verse. And it's just because Lil Wayne sounds like he's fucked up, but like in a way that kind of slaps. Ha! And what I look like, and if you ain't money, then I don't sound right. Ha ha! I get on soundbite. I swear you can get a full clip on a soundbite. Ha! Salute gang, and if you ain't winning, then you in the food chain. I mean that high body getting me too late. Like a white person with blue veins. No wait, I messed it up. Then right into reins. Like a white person with blue veins. I keep ran shots and shots, smooth chain. I'm a fight. No, it was like on the top of my shoe game, cause all my kicks fly like Luke Kane. Old player, new game. I focus. I'm thinking like I got two brains. I'm at the prominent, cannot be too late. How come there are two women, but ain't no two Waynes? I know you do things that I do things. It's Mr. Every time you see me at a new chain. Flow crazy, I too stain. Fuck with me. Just poop stains. They know, they know, they know, they know. I fucked that whole verse up, but damn it, I'd be lying if I said I don't find that shit entertaining. Are you not entertained, young man? Are you? Oh wow, he was in my cavities and everything. It's gonna get crazy one of these days when like cameras get so good you can see your brain through your nostrils and you're like, what the fuck is that? And the answer is mind your fucking business. The funny thing is I have to look at my camera here because if I don't, it looks like I'm looking down because I'm looking at the chat. The chat doesn't matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. One of these days I'm gonna do like an ASMR stream too. Experimentation is key. Also, fun fact, well, that question, because I was thinking about it recently. Should we bring the vlog channel back? Should we move these live streams to the vlog channel? Should we just start vlogging shit? Which really just means me sitting down and talking to the camera about life. I thought about it recently. Because that game vlog channel has been sitting there for years and nothing's really happened with it. And that disappoints me personally. But question, just out of curiosity, what do you guys think? Do you think I should bring back the vlog channel? Do essentially what I did with this channel, but for that channel, where I just start grinding out content. Terrell Game Vlogs is alive. Oh fuck, it's not alive. Well, the channel never died. I just stopped uploading on it. Honestly, I didn't really know what to put on the vlog channel. I still, in some ways, don't. The vlog channel's appeal was just kind of fuckery. Just purebred fuckery. That might be where I move societal discussions, honestly. Because I think it probably will do better on that than anything else. But no, in all seriousness, would y'all be interested in me doing that, or would you rather just, keep the two channels, the main channel for like mainline videos and the anime episode reviews, or shift back to the vlog channel being, you know what I could do? I could move the nostalgia rushes and the societal discussions to the vlog channel, and then have the main channel be more focused on anime and gaming in the traditional sense. I might do that. I'm thinking about it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I could also move the episode reviews from the main channel too. I already was thinking about, because I'm gonna be real with you, the low views I've been getting on the Damon and the pretty much all my anime episode reviews did not do well, because let's be real here, modern anime content is essentially just reaction videos. If you're not doing a reaction video, you ain't doing shit. So that is something to be aware of. So I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I'm serious. Like, give me your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Not comment section, but just just let me know. Well, if I brought back the vlog channel, I feel like societal discussions would be the perfect thing for the vlog channel. In my opinion, it would be. But like I said, give me your thoughts and comments in the comment section below about it. And then we can do the grind. Remember the grind we did with this channel where we grinded to get enough viewers to get remonetized on this channel? We could do the same grind for Terrell Game Vlogs. And I can tell you all my plans. I'm thinking about it though. You want fried chicken? No, I don't want no fried chicken. I want a hamburger. Give me a hamburger. What's your name? What's your name? R what the fuck? R La Sand Sangalit. You know what? I'm calling you Sang. Sang. Your name is Sang now, because that's the end of your fucking name. What's good? Saying 365 dance one time. Let me know talking to you one more time. Get lost. Ew. I gotta call you David? Ew. Ew, that don't even sound right. I gotta call you David for real, bro? I can't just call you Sang. Come sing with my boys, yo. Come sing. Let me subscribe you. You gonna subscribe me? I'm gonna subscribe you. where your subscribe at? How old is it? Is it legal? Because if your subscribe ain't legal, I ain't subscribing. I ain't subscribing to no subscriber. But thank you for your subscription. Sounds like you're calling him all right, relax. Robert, relax. Hey boy, I'm 20. So you still a baby in this house. David Martinez. What the fuck? It's the boy. I don't know why. It feel like Goki went and found the damn docs. He went to go find, he docs this man. He said, listen, David Martinez lives in Pittsburgh, Oklahoma, age 20. The only son of Marcia Martinez and George Martinez. He dropped out of high school at age 16 and has been working for Jim's construction company since 2017. Like, and it just gets progressively worse. It gets progressively worse, which means by that metric, he can't be 20. Actually, in reality, he's 35. And now that we have this information, where them nudes at? Where them nudes at, David? I'm just curious. I'm curious, bro. Listen. I heard you got the docs. Main channel, fiction, discussion, anime reviews, game topics. This channel, lives and LPs, TGV. I could call it TTV, but that's ridiculous. Main channel, real life discussions, subtle discussions. I say Nostalgia Rush for the main channel since it's fiction talk. I could do that. I'm in my cyberpunk era, bro. You like Drewski? Hey, bro, listen. Nah, Drewski's light skinned though, and Drewski can pull off a good who's Michael Jackson's father? Joe Jackson. You can pull off a good Joe Jackson, bro. It's different out here, bro. It's different. Mind your fucking business, man. I'm bullshitting. That's how I know I'm tired. I might put a poll up for that, though, in all seriousness. I'll probably put it on the. I'll probably put it in my server. So, hey, Sora-san. No, Sora-san. What's good, bro? Sora-san, while you're here, I'm going to ask the question again. So, for those who are just popping in, I'm thinking about. Sorry, Mr. Stream. Ain't a big deal, bro. The playback will exist. I was thinking about something. I was thinking about reviving the vlog channel again. Is your hair real? Nah, but this diabetes is real. Oh shit! I gotta stop. I'm wilding, bro. What was I gonna say though? What was I gonna say? Oh, so I was thinking about reviving the vlog channel. I'm thinking about maybe moving. Oh, that'd be interesting. Depending on what you expect to upload, probably like societal discussions. Can you pull? Can I pull a girl's hair? No, there's no girl in front of me. Relax. It probably like societal discussions and like vlog type content. I might move these type of live streams over there. I haven't decided yet. But we could have some fun and go through the grind of making that channel monetizable again, because it's not anymore, obviously. Oh no, my phone just went into its black and white mode. It's probably 11 o'clock now, I'm guessing. Yeah, it is. So fun fact, I put my phone in nighttime. I have a setting that puts my phone in nighttime mode after a certain time period. Because, sleep and responsibilities and jobs and shit. But is the Insane Game Freak gonna be anime and random gaming discussions? Probably. Bring back 2011 greatness and do a video responses. Can you even do video responses anymore in the traditional sense, though? I thought that kind of died. I didn't think you can do traditional video responses. But that might be what I do. I'm thinking about it. I might put a poll out. Like I said, I'm probably going to put a poll out on the server and be like, would you guys like to see a revival of the Insane Terrell Game Vlogs channel? If not, it's okay. But if you do, either that or I might delete that channel and go from scratch, because it's not technically a part of the other stuff. You can't do video responses. You can't try to do video responses to Tanner Creator. I personally think go for it. I'm thinking about it. I might. So I think under YouTube you can make either new channels, or you can, so to give context, when I made Schizomanic, it is technically a part of, Schizomanic is a part of the Insane Game Freak. But Terrell Game Vlogs was made back when I didn't really know how to do any of that stuff. So as a result, it was never made in the same context. I don't remember the last time I logged into that bitch, actually. That's how I know it's been a while. Because I don't remember the last time I fucking logged into it. Oh, great. Tomorrow's going to be 105 degrees. What the fuck? I'm here for some anime real talk. Oh, that's crazy. Is your other channel monetized? No. The only channel that is the channels that are monetized is this channel and the main channel. Terrell Game Vlogs. I think YouTube did that thing where if you weren't making content consistently, that it would demonetize your channel. So no. The only channels that are monetized are this channel and the Insane Game Freak channel. So that's where we are. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna grind. And then I make it through. Oh, and Tyrone's by himself doing Pokemon Champions. I feel bad now. Behind you? Oh, those are waifus. Those are waifus, bro. Don't question me on my waifus, bro. My waifus are for me and me only. Mind your fucking business. Can I even log into that channel still? Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Insane Game Freak, I would have to, can I even move? I had to look that up. Can you move a channel into your group channels? Is that even possible? I'll be the first member on that channel too. You won't because that channel isn't monetized. So I don't even have the members thing set up for that. Also might focus on doing some of the home improvement stuff I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of home improvement stuff over the last couple of years, but I never really do videos on it because it doesn't really feel like it fits with any of the content I make. I also don't know how people would even care for it realistically because it's not really traditional content that matters. Although I think some of it would be beneficial. Hey, I know we'll get there. No, you ain't wrong. Can I? What are my other accounts actually? Yeah, so the problem is Tarot Game Vlogs is under a completely different channel. Like it's not. I'm trying to see if I can get into it now. I don't think I can. Let's see. It's been so long since I've tried. Ooh, sorry about that. I just tried to log into my thing and then it tried to get me to do the passcode. Let's see. Now let me into the vlog channel, you fuck. Is it tied to the Game Addict? Nope, it's not. Oh yeah, we got this channel here, oh, absolutely. But I had to grind that bitch out, bro. Okay, I can still get into it. I just haven't touched it in like years. I still have 4,000 subscribers on this channel. What? I am surprised I still have subscribers on this channel, actually. That is crazy. Can I? Oh, that's right. The last time I was in here is when it was hacked, I think. And I'm surprised that's still a thing. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been in here. Shit, you can take on public actions. I gotta look into that. I'm getting distracted, bro. Is there any kind of content you wish to do or had done when you weren't able to? That's a question. I don't know, actually. I never really thought about it. I'm gonna be real with you. I never really thought about it. Let me. Can I invite? Viewer thing pictures go live, create, edit, delete content. I'll probably say manager. I don't know if this actually ties it together, but I just want to see. I'm just curious to see if that works. Don't make me. Every time you gotta bring back the Pokemon fanfic brainstorming lives. Wait, I used to do that? I'm trying to remember the fact that I used to do that. I didn't know ooh. The Pokemon fanfic brainstorming. I think I'm floored that I even do that. I did that. What the hell? That's kind of crazy to me. What the fuck? Where did I used to do the brainstorming? Conceptually, that just kind of fucks me up. Okay, close. You can now add or remove everything. You can delete channel. You can count. We switch the across this. Okay, so is this now included? It's not, but I wonder if I could combine this channel. That's interesting though. Yeah, the last thing I did, the current. Oh, the last ever, actually the last video I uploaded on this channel was the first video I uploaded. Wait, no, wait, hold on. When was? I have a Little Mermaid video on here, and I don't remember when I fucking posted. Was I in the new place? I was. So I stopped using this channel 4 years ago, and the two videos I had made on these two videos Yeah, that's crazy. I stopped making videos on this channel in the end of 2022. I think the last video was December 10th of 2022 was the last time I made videos on that channel. That is crazy. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised the amount of views I got on some of these videos because I definitely was just on. I was just talking. But I definitely wasn't making videos like I should have been. Videos on this channel were very sporadic. But hey. Yep, I don't have enough public watch hours. I knew that's what it was going to be. Okay. That's going to be a grind. It's doable, but it's going to be a grind. Especially on this channel because I'm not going live consistently. What's the progression on the Emmy goal? I need to check actually. Hold on. Shoot. Let me check. The Emmy goal is at. Damn, where's my thing at? Because I don't think Google AdSense is gonna show what like my current amount is. No, it's not. I know I'm over 100, but that's not. It's not enough to get Emmy. Oh, the other channel is you sent 100. What? Wait, what? So I was like, why does it say you sent 100? Was it 100 joules? Is that what that is? I can't tell because it's not giving me like a super chat thing, so I'm assuming it's like 100 joules or something. But thank you for the. I think it's the joules. I have no fucking clue. Musty Unk. Damn, that's crazy. The channel I'm talking about is Terrell Game Vlogs. Let's see. Yeah, it's not telling me what it is. I have no fucking clue. It sucks. I guess I don't know how that shit works. I think it's like joules and bits or something like that. But regardless, I appreciate it. I appreciate it regardless. Sora-san, so don't trip too much on it. What is this? Does it tell me if I go to the live itself? Yeah, I have no idea what that is, bro. That's crazy. I knew that room stank. You can't prove it. You can't prove it, bro. My mom said it didn't stink. My mom said I was a clean boy, according to the government, before they took all my love and affection and common decency. Fuck. Hate this shit. Help. What the fuck? I'm wildin', bro. Don't pay me no attention. Let's see. I don't know. I probably got to check my phone's version of YouTube Studio, and I can't do that right now without ending the stream. So I won't worry about it too much. If Game Freak come to you to make a custom Pokemon game, how would you make it? Would it be similar to Pokemon Gold? What do you think Ash lineup of Pokemon should have been against Leon? God, there's a lot of questions. And it's too late at night for that conversation. I'm gonna be real with y'all. As much as I would love to indulge that is just too much for on a Wednesday night. But don't worry, I may approach it again. Keep that question in your back pocket. That might come up again later. It's just not coming up right now because nah, fam. Nah. But yeah, if y'all think the Terrell Game Vlogs is a good idea, we might start pushing that again. Doing some different stuff. Creating some different type of content. Engaging. just to see how you guys are feeling. Yeah, because there's no way I can see. Yeah, I can't see anything here. Yeah, I can't see nothing here to check, so I'll check Richie and let you know as far as how much we're at for Emmy. I think we're pretty decently in there, but you know. Oh, okay, cool. It does. Okay, cool. It does put this as a manager now. That's awesome. Let's see, channel permissions. Who channel they can upload content, other content. We might look. We're probably gonna look at that casually and work on that though. Ultimate rebrand of 3 channels: Manic Talks, Manic Lives, Manic Vlogs, a Insane Game Freak production. I kind of like the Manic Vlogs. I'm not gonna lie with you. Not gonna lie to you. I actually do kind of like the Manic Vlogs as a name, which I don't think you can change anymore. Can you? Can you change your channel name, or is that not possible anymore? I'm gonna say it's not possible anymore, but if it was, that'd be awesome. Or if it is, I don't remember how you change your channel name. Yeah, this was a weird. Someone had the nerve. Someone called me insane. No, how could they? Yeah, you can't even. If you can change, if you could change YouTube names, that'd be kind of cool. I thought you could for a while, and I don't think that's possible anymore. Which is a shame, as it were. But it's okay. It's okay. Wait, can I change it? Just customize channel. That's the. I think you can. You just can't change the at. Where what? I like the idea that Manic Vlogs is the name of it, mainly because it's a reference to my original name. Your handles, you need to change your handles twice within the 14. It isn't available. What? I can't. Manic Vlogs isn't available. Give me a different name, Kuro. Manic Vlogs isn't available. I need a different name, bro. I'm so sorry for like doing this on a whim. This is me just thinking. I can change my app. I gotta change it to something else. Could you please link Terrell Game Vlogs? Yeah. I will link it in just a second. Copy claim link. Premium. Let's see. Where am I? That is not my subscriptions. Okay, there we go. Make a fitness channel and name it the Insane Game Freak. That's kind of a bar. I hate it because that's a good name actually. There you go. That's the channel. Actually, I probably just say. I'll probably change this part. Okay, I think that works. I don't want an extra layer of security. Don't do this to me. Freaking, I love when they ask me for my pass keys. All right, so the name of the channel now is Terrell Manic Vlogs. At least it should be. If it's not, the government is cheating. Yeah, Terrell's Manic Vlogs. There we go. All right, cool. So that is the rebranding of the channel. I will not. I still need to work on like pictures and banners and stuff, but I'll figure that out. I'll figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. I got to see what I want to do. Did you get the link in the chat? No, I don't want to put the 1 in there. Back in my day, you didn't have to use a 1. You could just use a 2. Man, did you get do you see the link for Manic Vlogs or Terrell's Manic Vlogs now? That's what it should be. No? What the hell? Let's see. Gogi's a savage. Let's see. That noise is starting to piss me off, actually. Oh no, I got it. If I could type, Jesus Christ. There you go. I just typed it from the channel itself. So you should be able just to click my name here. Whoops. That one. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's see if you can get to it now. Type to bring back Google Hangouts and Blog TV. Wow, that's an old you about to hit me with some nostalgia, bro. What the hell? Not the Blog TV and Google Hangouts. Okay, Adman, can you get to it now? Let me know. Let me know before I go. Let me know before I go. Hey. Let me know before I go. Let me know before I go. Let know before I go. Go. Let me know. Let me know. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me grow. Let me grow. Let me grow. Let me. I'm gonna stop. Atman, can you give me? Can you give me now? Can you give me? Can you give me now? Can you give me now? Now. Can you can find it? You think YouTube should return to the star rating system? Sure, but then people wouldn't feel positively and negatively. Don't most people turn off the thumbs up, thumbs down anyway now? Because they're fucking insane? But not like me. It's not the cool way. It's the lame way. It's the way to get you no bitches. Gets me none. It gets me none, bro. Who subscribed in April 2026? Black hole? What's going on, bro? Chill out. I can't chill out, Revolver. I'm losing my mind. I'll probably post the channel in... I'm probably going to post in the community chat, actually. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on. There we go. You have psychosis? Oh no, I've been crazy for years, bro. Also, Persona 4 Revival is looking sketchy. Yeah, we saw it. We were talking. Yeah, Donnie posted in the server earlier. I saw it. It's looking kind of sus out here in these streets. But no. With that being said, I am gonna get out of here though, because it is. We've been going for 2 hours and we got stuff to do. And stuff I mean by it, it's to sleep, and to medicate, and then brush my teeth, and then yeah. I gotta stop wilding. What the fuck? Remember, kids, sleep is important. Always get your 12 hours. Go talk to your hoes. What a hoes? I ain't got no hoes. You know, I ain't got no. Chill out, bro. I ain't got hoes, man. I got dreams that I can never achieve. Fuck. I just want to achieve some dreams with my mama. Your mama with my mama, man. My mama can help me achieve dreams in like 20 seconds. If I just, stop acting like a bitch. Why you gotta be a bitch? Why can't you just lock the fuck in? Because I don't want to. You should, though. You should always want to. But I don't. It's not your fault, then. Oh, my goodness. All right. Anyways, I am going to get out of here for reals, though. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for support. Be mindful of the vlog channel. Something might pop up. We'll see. But moves are being made, ladies and gentlemen. Moves are being made. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. This has been your boy, the Insane Game Freak. And I will catch you all later. Actually, I'll see you on Friday for hopefully the finale. The finale, ladies and gentlemen, the finale. The finale of Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. Then we can destroy the ultimate waifus and get some bitches. I'm gonna stop. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Bye. Say bye, y'all. Say bye.